Hey everyone, how's it going? AZREN here. Hope you guys are doing well. In this video, I want to talk about language learning games. In my experience, using games to improve your language skills is a phenomenal strategy, especially when it comes to improving your vocabulary in a different language. And in this video, I want to talk about a couple of different games that I really like when it comes to learning a new language. Now, the first thing you'd really need for a lot of these games, really for many vocabulary games, are flashcards, right? So basically this one here, I've already created a bit of a homemade deck. It's got some more advanced or harder Spanish verbs. Or rather, more specifically, it's probably some verbs you don't come across as often as your normal verbs like to speak, to walk, things like that. And so my favorite game is a game called Language Poker. And so basically, you take your deck of cards, right, like this, and it's better with a little bit of a larger deck, to be honest, but take a big, large deck of cards, place it in the middle of a table. You get anywhere between, I would say, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 different players, and you give all the players a hand of cards. I would say probably giving them 5 cards each is a really good way to go. So you've got your 5 cards, right? So let's say our 5 cards are amenazar. Let's say we have contratar. Let's say we've got, firmar. And then we've got maybe, we've got maybe toser. Okay, those are our cards. Let's say those are our cards. Basically, what I have to do when it is my turn is I have to say, okay, I've got toser. Toser means to cough in English. You have to say what every single one of those cards means in your native language. Every single time that you get a card correct and you guess correctly, you get 1 point, and you take that card, right? You take your card toser, and you put it into a separate pile, which is your points pile. However, if you guess a card wrong, what happens is that you get -2 points. So let's say I said that toser, let's say I said it means to eat, which clearly it is not. You take toser, it goes back into the deck of cards, which is in the middle of the table, and you take one of your point cards, so let's say there's another card here, this is my point, let's say I said amenazar and I got it right, it goes back into the deck as well. And the game basically ends when all of the deck of cards is done, and it's just basically distributed among the different players in different amounts of points. Now, during your turn, what you can also do is you can also trade cards with other players. So for example, let's say you have a hand of 5 cards and you're like, I don't know what any of these cards are. I don't know what they can do, what they mean, anything. Basically, you can start to trade with other players. You can say, hey, so-and-so, do you want to trade some cards? And then you can trade with them and hopefully get some cards that you actually know and get some more points. Does that make sense? The other thing with this game, the last and final rule, is that you always need to have 5 cards in your hand. So let's say in one turn you guessed 4 cards, you got 4 out of your 5 cards correct. Basically you need to draw 4 more cards to make sure you have 5 cards in your hand. Phenomenal game, it gets very competitive, it's amazing for vocabulary, because if you get a card wrong, it goes right back into the deck, and it's gonna come up again at some point in the game. So it's coming up a lot. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. The other thing you can do with flashcards as well that I really like is just basic charades, right? So you take a card, or you have a card, and you have to act it out to help your teammates understand what the card is. Every single card that you help your team guess correctly, your team gets 1 point. So charades is great. You can do Pictionary, so you pick a card, you have to draw what that card is. If your team can guess what you drew, you get a point, and then you go to the next team, right? So that's obviously a phenomenal game. I really like, personally, what I like to do, and I'm going to be testing this for the first time this weekend, so I don't know if it'll work well, but I think it will work well. A really great thing to do is to play language poker, right? So play around with that, let everybody get used to all the verbs and all the words in your deck of cards. Then play charades or Pictionary or some sort of game with those same cards again. Because what does that do? Let's say you play charades. You've already drilled this word into your brain by playing language poker. Now you're going to get to act out the different words. So you're combining kinesthetic learning with that word again, right? Or maybe it's Pictionary. You're combining some sort of visual memory with the language poker where you memorize the word in your head already. So you're incorporating lots of different learning styles to memorize vocabulary. And I don't know if it's going to work. I think it's going to work really well. I think so. I'm really looking forward to it. But my theory is that it'll work. So hope you guys liked the video. I had a lot of fun making it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.